you for joining us at Cocopah Now. This is our feature of the week from the museum. Joining us, Ulises Heredia, Curator, Joe Rodriquez, Cocopah Museum Manager. And today, I guess the old saying holds true, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, but if you want that bird in your hand, you might need a bird trap. So Ulises, tell me about the bird trap.
Okay, well, this time we're focusing on, in a way, hunting or capturing food, even though birds were sometimes also captured for pets. But in this case, we're talking more about capturing, for example, quail or smaller birds for food purposes. We have here an arrowweed bird trap, and it is attached or tied together with wire. More traditionally, fibers of like yucca or other plants were used for tying the sticks together, but in this case, it's more of a modern trap with wire. Also, the sticks, you can see they're very straight. Arrowweed is naturally straight, so you have to consider the type of stick that you're gonna be using. Other stick types can be from willow, or there's this other one, mule fat. But in this case, the Cocopah have been using arrowweed for a lot of purposes, and this is one of them.
And Joe, this looks like it's a really sturdy trap.
It is. Once upon inspection, I was looking at it, and it's made using compression. It's only tied in 5 places using the baling wires. You know, of course, the farming out here, we have bales, and we had access to the baling wire. But with this example here, it is only tied at the 4 corners at the bottom, and everything else is pressed up against the wire by compression. So once it's tied at the top, it holds together fairly well, but you still have to be careful. You know, as the trap is being set up, you know, you don't want to drop it from more than several feet. You know, it's only made for a few inches in order to trap the bird. You have to set it up in several different ways, but it's not going to be dropped from a high point. But the construction of it is quite. When you look at it, you say, yeah, that's good, because there's very little that can get out unless you're hunting snakes. You know, they can slither out. But as far as birds, doves, quails, any other smaller birds that do a lot of their feeding on the ground, then this is the trap for them.
And Ulises, how old is this trap?
This one is also from around the 1980s. It was built by a Cocopah elder as well. In this case, we have one that is with a trigger attached to a kind of like rope or fiber. Same. It would have been from the same like yucca. This one would require the person to be hiding nearby so that it could. He or she could like trigger and make the bird trap fall. It captures the animal alive. It doesn't kill the animal, also so that it can last longer, the meat. So yes, this is one that wouldn't kill the animal. It would just trap it so that you would consume it when you want it.
Now, was this designed to trap a particular variety of bird, or does it just for any bird?
No, it's for smaller birds. It's actually it is referred to, or the records show, quail trap. But it can capture also other smaller birds like doves, or I don't know. Can you think of other ones, Joe?
Well, as far as I know, in particular, we're more common to the doves and quails, because those taste a whole lot better. As I noticed, like some people, there's other birds, but they may not be the best for consumption.
And my understanding is that this is one that's in the archives, but you do have a different one that's on display at the museum. Is that right?
Yes, we have about 4 bird traps. One of them is for display, and three of them we are taking care of them in the collection room. So we have several.
Definitely something unique and something worth checking out at the Cocopah Museum. And if you enjoy the video podcast, share it with your friends or subscribe to this on YouTube. That's the only place where you can see the video podcast. For the audio version, it's on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and all major platforms. That's going to do it for us for now. We'll see you next week.